what's up, guys? I'm headed over to my storage facility. I keep buying so many freaking tools and stuff that I've just run out of room. My trailer's full, my little shop at the house is full, so I keep stuff over here that I don't use all the time. And you've already seen the video of me doing the quarter round with the wings, but they weren't finished at the time, and so I hadn't made a video. So I'm gonna go over here real quick and show you how long it takes to set them up and just show you a few things about them. So they're finished now, and I just wanted to kind of show you what I've done. They've really worked out great. I've made a big improvement in the speed and efficiency that I can do trim. So anyway, I'm close to my storage unit, and I'll get over here and get set up and show you guys around these miter saw wings. So what we got here, these miter saw wings, they're each about 8 foot long. Well, they are 8 foot long. Made them out of this white plywood, so I didn't have to sand and paint. I still may paint them, I'm not sure. Anyway, I've also made this zero clearance fence. I adjusted this so that it's now zero clearance. And then so I've got this dadoed out here. I got a piece of magnetic tape that sticks in there, and then this is just a metal measuring tape rolled out, put on here. So basically I take this fast cap best fence, and it slides in this track, and I can slide this little crosshair, put it on 15, and I'll get a 15-inch piece. Well, I don't have power here, so That's the only thing I can't demonstrate, and I don't really have any scrap here that I can demonstrate on either. But what you do with this fence is you basically, you take this and slide it over. It comes longer than this. You take this and you slide it over. So you slide this over, and that'll be underneath the saw. You slide it, tighten it down, and then you just chop that off. And then basically, which actually it should be set on 0. I'm not on 0 right now, but set it on 0 and chop it off. And then basically from there on out, this is going to give you exact measurements. So if you want 15, you just set it on. Come over here, set the crosshairs on 15. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but tighten it down and you'll get a 15-inch piece. So you can see from the saw blade to there is exactly 15 inches. This system works great. Really like it. So then I've got these dados here with these tracks, and I'll show you what they do. So now basically I've got this, I can slide in for doing crown in the nested position. So I haven't done this yet, but what I'll do is I'll say my spring height is 2 3/8, whatever it is. I'll cut a 2 3/8 piece of scrap, stick along the fence, put this in, tighten it down up against that piece of scrap, and I know that I've got a consistent position for my crown. It'll hold it tightly. No more fumbling trying to keep it just perfect where I'm cutting. And haven't actually cut any crown with this yet, but it should work great. Again, got this idea from Spencer Lewis. This is not original to me at all. If he does it, it probably works. So I just use this piece of oak just because I figured it would be nice, and it's nice and hard.
That's what she said.
Then I wouldn't have to worry about it getting all dinged up. So I basically just got these bolts from Lowe's. I just had to grind them just a little bit so they'd fit in there. They're still a little bit tight. I might need to do a little bit of work on them, but they work pretty good. And then you saw this in the other video. I've got a notepad holder here, but apparently I forgot to store it inside the wings when I put them up last time. So I'm thinking they're probably either on that job or at my house. But anyway, it's just a little piece of scrap that sticks up there and holds my notepad with all my measurements on it. So one thing that I wanted with these was I wanted them to stow everything, be completely self-contained. So I'll show you how I accomplish that. Before I do that, let me show you my attachment method for these and what keeps them from moving back and forth and side to side and all that. It keeps them locked into place, so I shouldn't ever have to adjust my little tape strip or anything. But even if I do, it's not that big of a deal. It's magnetic, so you can move it. So let me show you that real quick. So you can see it doesn't move. It doesn't move. It's if you move this, you're moving the saw. So what I did, Spencer had actually clamped his together, but he said he didn't like it. And so I was just thinking of different ways I could do this, and was walking around in Lowe's and kind of had this idea. I've got this piece of aluminum channel, and I just bolted it to the saw. And then this is for a table extension that came with the saw. That the extensions are useless, so this just keeps this in. And then under here I got a piece of square tubing that sits down in that channel just like that, locks everything together nicely. I just did that on both sides. I got my screw hose off here a little bit, so It's kind of ugly, but it's functional. It doesn't cause anything. Kind of a lack of planning. I'm kind of a fly by the seat of my pants kind of guy. Sometimes it bites me on stuff like that. If I had planned that out a little bit better, took a little bit more time, I wouldn't have those extra holes there. But honestly, I'm not worried about them. Like I say, they don't affect how this functions at all. So yeah, let me show you how I keep everything stowed away. I've got all these dividers that I made. Probably were unnecessary in hindsight, but anyway. So I just took one of them and I notched it out so that it will sit right up against. Oops. And now this can't really move. It can't come out for sure. This can't come out, and then my notepad holder goes here, which, like I said, I forgot to put that in there. But, so this works real good. You can see these dowels. I've got these dowels every, I don't remember what I put those, 19.2 or something like that. And then there's matching holes to these dowels on the other wing that I drilled just slightly bigger. These are 1/4 inch. I drilled the others 5/16. And they all go together, and then I've got these metal window locks that lock it all together. And it's heavy, but it's not unmanageable. I may try to find a place where I can cut like a hand hold in or something like that to make it a little bit better, but really it's not bad. That's about it. I'll put it back together and show you how this goes together. So just like that, they go back together. Take them and put them on my trailer and haul them back over here to storage or whatever. They're real easy. Like I said, they're heavy, but they're not unmanageable. They have made an immense improvement over these flimsy slide-out things. These things, and with the little garbage, are worth it. I can measure 16-foot pieces by myself, no problem with these. So that's one of the main things. It's like normally the way I like to do it is I like to cut. Brandon usually does all the crawl around the floor and nailing off. So when I have to call him out there to help me hold a tape measure, that slows everything down. It's not productive. It's not efficient. So I always try to look for ways to make things faster and more efficient. And these have definitely done so. The day that I built these, I had downloaded the Ron Paulk's total station plans because his total station is awesome. And I still may build it one day. But I just got to thinking, man, that's too much. It's going to take me several weekends to do. I came up with, well, I didn't come up with this. Like I said, I stole this idea from Spencer Lewis on Insider Carpentry. I just said, I'm just going to build something like this. And originally I wanted to put legs that fold down, but that honestly wouldn't work with the way these set up. These sawhorses work fine. What I like about these sawhorses is all these legs are individually adjustable. So if I'm on uneven ground, you know, I could take a few minutes and get everything leveled up if I needed to. It made it so that it's not self-contained, but it's okay because the way I have to set these up by turning that one upside down, I wouldn't be able to use the leg on it anyway. So anyway, I downloaded Ron's plans for his total station, and just decided that was too much for me, so I built these, and have really liked them. If you haven't checked out Spencer Lewis's channel, go check his channel out. That guy is a freaking genius with trim. I don't know what else I can really say about these. Hopefully I'll have some more workflow videos soon of these in action, of us actually doing more than just quarter round. Appreciate you guys watching, and we will catch you on the next one.